You may recall this video here around the beginning of May. It was posted here on this channel. Non-traditional Latina baby mama thinks boyfriend should keep paying for car and house after breakup. The published date was May 6, 2021. In this video, I reacted to the comments made by this woman here, as well as Blu Jasmine. They were both speaking on a panel on a show called 8 at the Table. Gave you my opinion about those comments she made on the show, about how the man had to pay for her car and rent even when the relationship was over, and how she would trash the place and tear up the car if he attempted to take it back. This was nearly 2 months ago. If you missed the video, the link is below, check it out. I just so happened to watch that show already and commented on it when I saw it a while ago. Apparently the same video clip went viral on World Star, so that sparked a bunch of reactions from a lot of people on social media, primarily focused on the comments made by Blu Jasmine. Now, congratulations to Kevin Samuels, who reached a major milestone of 1 million followers. He promoted Blu Jasmine on his platform, and now she's gotten even a larger boost as she's been invited to a lot of other people's shows as well. Basically, business is booming for her. I'll let you figure out which business she's actually in, but yeah, business is booming for her. She's having to fight these simps off with a baseball bat as they are begging and crying for her in her DMs. According to her, she's saying all these men are begging to pay her bills, from regular average guys to athletes and entertainers. Shout out to Mediocre Tutorial and Reviews. I did see his interview with her. Take a look at this clip.
Hey, listen, at the end of the day, what I always say over here, that, you know, there's men within our society that enable this type of behavior, right, wrong, or indifferent. It just is what it is.
To enable.
Yeah. So you also talked about before, you know, the types that are hitting you up. So even though you have a child, even though you have an OnlyFans, and even though you are engaged, you still get DMs from celebrities, athletes, rappers, entertainers, is what I'm hearing. Do these kind of men, you know, do they really hit you up? Or like, what goes down in the DM? Like, what are they asking you? You don't bring up any names, but like give us some insight.
Well, since this last viral clip, I've still have them type of people saying like, where you at? When can I see you? You want to go shopping? You know what I mean? Those type of things that they know the type of woman I am, because it's very obvious and blatant all over the internet, and it's not stopping them.
Yeah. So it's not stopping them, but how does your fiance feel about that? Does he allow these things to happen for the bag?
Well, because of my current situation, I don't play into it. But what I'm saying is, it's not stopping them from looking for me. They didn't stop checking for me. You know what I mean? I've been in this relationship for a year, but prior to, they was always checking for me as well. And then since this clip went viral, they haven't stopped. It's not straying them away.
So let's just say that you broke up with your boyfriend, or your fiance today. How many other men, if you were to guesstimate, how many other men would you have to choose from, right? Like what type? Let's get into the options. Is this tens of men, hundreds of men, thousands of men?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not counting. It's a lot though.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't count. You know, I mean, it's a lot. You know. Today, I was just saying today, I had to go get a new phone because my phone fell down and it broke or whatever. And somebody was trying to pay for my phone. And I was like, no, it's okay, because I had another nigga's credit card on me. So I'm like, no, it's okay. And he got really mad that I didn't let him pay for my phone. He was really upset. Like, he really wanted to pay for my phone. And, you know, this was like a street person. So I don't think that, you know, there was beta in him. It didn't seem like it. But he was like, you know, telling the other people, like, can you tell her I really got it? He took out a lot of money. Can I take you out tonight? And I was just, you know, in my own little world. So I was like, no. But men want to pay for it. They want to pay for women. They feel good taking care of women, as y'all should.
This woman is supposedly engaged. She has another man who's paying for her apartment and her car. And then she just said she had another man's credit card going to go buy a phone. And while she's there was another man there trying to pay for her phone. All I can say is that these simps are a major problem. She said that he wasn't a beta male because he was a street dude, but a street dude or a hood dude does not mean alpha. Don't be confused by beta males pretending to be alphas, just like you shouldn't confuse a modern feminist woman for a traditional woman. Again, shout out to Mediocre Tutorial and Reviews. I will leave the link to that video, their full interview, it'll be in the description box. This woman says she's been doing this since at least 14 years old, when she was at her grandma's house in the Bronx somewhere. A UPS driver shows up and asks her for a phone number. She says she didn't have one. So he left, came back, and brought her a new cell phone and had the bill prepaid for 6 months. Her own father did not grow up in the house with her, but he would give her money every week, loading it on a debit card, and taking her on shopping trips every time he would pick her up. So when you see posts like this on IG, how can you be surprised? The caption, "Somebody's son need to take me shopping." This is a so-called engaged woman who refuses to give back a leased car in her former boyfriend's name. She's still driving it around and she's not planning to give it up until the lease is over. On top of that, she's still staying in the loft apartment that he got her. At least that is what she told Kevin Samuels. So she said somebody's son need to take me shopping, and according to what she told Mediocre Tutorial and Reviews, she had a lot of men with money in her DMs saying that they will take her shopping. Now, this woman doesn't have any respect for men whatsoever, and I'm thinking that she feels like men only used her entire life for her looks, so she has the right to use them for their money. The one thing Blu did not take into account is the wall. Yeah, I'm talking about the wall. The wall is undefeated, Miss Lady, and it is coming for you. There is no simp out there that'll be able to save you from the wall. Just ask Melissa Ford. Maybe she's mature enough now. I'm sure she's in her 40s or something. Maybe Melissa Ford is now mature enough to tell the truth at this point. What we have to keep in mind though is that Blu isn't the only Blu. We've seen so many versions of her throughout the decades. I mean, even when she talks, she reminds me a lot of Superhead. A lot of masculine energy. In her head, she believes she's an alpha female, in which my opinion, I believe there's no such thing as an alpha female. Even her handle on her interview with Mediocre Tutorial and Reviews, it was King Blu. She's a Latina from the Bronx, and a lot of New York women, not all, are extremely masculine. It's really weird. King. No woman is a king, but this shows you how these modern women are always competing with men and want to dethrone or overthrow the leadership and control of a man. They want to be in control, point blank, which is why Blu told Fresh and Fit that women are in control of relationships, not men, instead of the other way around. Another thing about that interview with MTR, she told him that she's engaged to some guy after knowing him for a year. Her fiance is not the father of her son, and he's also not the man financing her. At least he's not financing that loft and that leased car. But supposedly there's some square high value or high earning simp that's paying her bills right now. That loft is about $5,500 and the car lease is about $1,000 to $1,500. So first of all, what man is sitting there talking about marrying a woman when another man is financing their life? What kind of man will have another man tricking on his woman? A pimp. What kind of man is financing the lifestyle of a woman and her so-called fiance? A trick. What kind of woman finds herself in situations like this? I'll tell you, a streetwalker. She's been walking the internet streets for a while, especially since the shutdown of 2020, possibly before. I got a big issue with the simps that keep patronizing and giving life to women like this. Everything under this woman's IG is destructive, especially to society and those on a mission really trying to help encourage family building. This is just so destructive. Yet you have these thirst buckets liking her IG, posting the most ridiculous, desperate comments for this Jezebel's attention. These simps do simp stuff and then they set the barometer for expectations of modern women. Modern women are all looking for simps. They want men to accept their kids from other men. They want them to pay their bills, even while they lay up with other men in the apartments financed by the high-earning simp. They want strangers to take them out and drop $200, $300, $500 or more on food, on one meal, and want them to expect absolutely nothing in return because in their minds and from the attention that they've been getting from men, they have been led to believe they're simply worth it. And the only thing that makes them special is WAP. We're talking about a standard part that comes with all women. These Jezebels believe submitting to a man is just being cooperative in a bedroom. They add absolutely no value at all. They are lazy. They don't do anything, yet they are disgustingly entitled to a man's resources. And the simps that support women like this, if they didn't simp out on these ladies, then they wouldn't be doing this stuff because there wouldn't be a reward or an incentive to do so. What's even worse is that this lady is thinking about doing a YouTube channel. And in her interview, she keeps saying what she's teaching women. I'm like, no way. We have enough of the Cardi B, Meg the Stallion type of YouTubers teaching young women these destructive modern women tactics. It's enough of that. But now that OnlyFans is about to be over, that's where she's probably going to pivot to. And she's getting a great start, isn't she? Think about it. If she starts her channel tomorrow, she already has name recognition. She's been introduced to Kevin Samuels' 1 million followers, and now fresh and fit in Mediocre tutorial and reviews. Even before that, she got a lot of hits on World Star. And that's enough of an economic starter package that could get her well on her way. You know, stuff like this further drills into the minds of women that there is no honor in being a traditional feminine woman. That's why you always hear people saying these HOs be winning. But for the traditional women out there, I encourage you to protect your mind from people like this. Continue walking in your divine purpose. Keep striving to be the best wife and mother that you can be, and never seek validation from people outside of your relationship. Just know that upholding your dignity and representing your family's name is still important, even in 2021, no matter what else society is doing out here. And women like Blu Jasmine. Women like Blu Jasmine is why pimps exist and why they are needed in this ecosystem. Because ladies like this, they run over beta males. The only person they will listen to is a pimp. So I absolutely understand why they exist. They exist for HOs like her, in my opinion. Want to see more content like this? Hit up the Cash App, the link is below in the description. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis on these topics? Make sure you are subscribed to this channel and don't forget to like and share.